This is called Ddareungi. It's one of the coolest things the Seoul city government has done in recent years. It's a bike share system that lets you borrow bikes real easy. Voila, I can ride this. And I'm going to ride that. To Busan.
Every once in a while, I like to do some crazy things to challenge myself mentally and physically. Last year, I biked across America in 70 days. Then I walked from Seoul to the DKDKTV. And this year,
Bike station just opened right in front of my house, so I've been using Ddareungi a lot, and I just came up with an idea like, how about I ride that to Busan and shoot videos about it. Maximum time you can borrow Ddareungi is like for 2 hours. After that, like I think they report it as stolen. So I had to contact the Seoul city government, and they were very cooperative, surprisingly, and yeah, they allowed me to borrow a Ddareungi bike to Busan. Ddareungi is actually like a commuter bike, so it's not really suitable for long distance riding. It's like 18 kilograms, which is my setup is pretty ghetto. Honestly, I don't know if I'll actually be able to make it to Busan on this bike. It's 633 kilometers away from this very spot to the finish line in Busan. And I actually have a confession to make. I haven't had any bicycle rides that are anything over like 5 kilometers the past year and a half. I didn't bring a lot of gear with me, like this basket, it's so small I can't bring stuff. But I did bring this Ryan doll, so hey, that's one thing. I want to go to Yeoju today, which is like 130 kilometers away from where I'm starting. I don't think I'll be able to make it to Yeoju because like I started too late. I started almost at like 12:30. It's also the forecast for rain, a lot of strong headwinds. Nothing really going my way, but if you guys did any bicycle touring, nothing ever really goes out your way on bicycle tours. You just gotta keep pedaling on. That's the way it goes. 서울로 가는 자전거 길이 어딘가요?
쭉 가가지고요. 예.
아, 네. 감사합니다. That is Bukhansan. That means we're nearing Seoul. Hours of riding. We are finally in Seoul, and we're not even past my home yet. We're not even past my home. First time in the day I'm getting tailwind. I think I'm averaging like 25 kilometers per hour right now. We're gonna make it to Yeoju. I think we'll make it to Yeoju.
I was about 100 kilometers away from Yeoju, but if tailwind continued, I could make it to Yeoju by sunset. Of course, tailwind stopped shortly after, and I was still stuck in Seoul. After about 50 kilometers, I started getting some severe flu symptoms. I probably shouldn't have stayed up for 2 straight days before coming on this trip.
I'm actually crying right now. So this is just too painful right now. I think I'm gonna call the day short. Ow! Ow! Yesterday I was feeling really under the weather. I was planning to go like 130 kilometers. Still in Seoul now. I made it to like 70 kilometers. I don't think I'm 100% healthy yet. I got Tylenol. Tailwind. Like today the forecasts were all tailwind all day, so I think it'll be a pretty easy day. Glad that I'm out of Seoul now. Like it took so long, because usually like this distance is what I would cover like in half a day. I'm not kidding you. Like I would go to Hanam to like, you know, eat lunch and stuff with my friend. Seoul country. This is Seoul country. Fully out of the city, and if you guys don't know, 70% of Korea's land is made of mountains. So around these areas there's a lot of these tunnels that just go through the mountains. Okay. 25 degrees Celsius. Since like 10 minutes ago, my body like just started shivering and started to feel really cold. I think my Tylenol is out of my system now. I think I'll cut the day short, because if I keep on going, then I won't recover. I won't be able to recover, and I think it'll be like this for the rest of the trip. I just don't want that happening, so I'm gonna rest up today again, and then hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. 11 right now. I really have to get going, but I keep feeling sick. I'm actually taking some painkillers here. They're making me feel a little bit better for like 2 or 3 hours, but I'm still feeling quite sick. Like I just keep waking up every like hour during night. But I do have to continue on biking because I have a schedule to meet actually. Like I'm going to school next week on Friday. It's Sunday right now, and at this pace, like if I continue on like this, it'll be a very long trip. I might not be able to make it by Friday, so I have to just keep going. I don't really have a choice. This is the middle of the hill. I just had to rest. Something to eat. 저희 언덕 얼마나 남았어요? 거의 다 온 거예요?
언덕이요? 네, 언덕은 거의 다.
아 그래요? 다행이네. 감사합니다.
여기 내리막 조심해. 네. 어저께도 아직 그 대형 사고 났어.
Outside of Seoul, most parts of Korea look pretty much the same, except for like the very mountainous parts. But even then, like everywhere in Korea, it's all just mountains.
Maybe you're tired of the waves that come and knock you off your feet. I'd long to see you on a day when you won't drown. The constant dragging and deceit, your hands been tied and there to greet a life that's bound into a world that keeps on taking every day.
10%. Now that's just demoralizing, you know? I don't think I can take any more painkillers because like my stomach is feeling really iffy right now. I just I don't know, I guess I took too many. I took like 4 today, 4 pills. Place that I looked up, it was like 25 kilometers away. The last time I checked, it's just above Chungju. Completely dark, and like in these rural parts of Korea, there's not a lot of lights on the streets, and the light on the Ddareungi, it's not enough to like, you know, fully light up my way here, so I'm not gonna like just put myself in danger. I'm gonna just get a hotel really close here. It's very close. I really need to shave, but I don't have a razor. This is the healthiest I've ever been so far on this trip. I'm like actually like 100% healthy, and it's good because like today is probably gonna be my most challenging day. I have to go over two very large hills. They're called Iwaryong, and I don't know what the other one's called, but they are fairly long uphill climbs, and I honestly don't know how well the Ddareungi is gonna take it. But to be honest though, I'm actually kind of surprised how well the Ddareungi is holding up. There's zero flat tires, zero any issues, zero issues with this bike. Bike road that goes from Seoul or Incheon to Busan. It's basically following the major rivers of South Korea. So that's why we always have the river pretty close, if not just beside me. Look at that. So I saw a dog there, but no people. It's really hard to see people, come across people in these rural areas. But this is how most of Korea looks like. Very few people. Right now in front of Iwaryong. Actually, before Iwaryong, there's another hill. That's the one that I'm going on right now. It's called Seoul. These are like the two big mountains that are on the way to Busan. As a bicyclist, you can only truly say that you climbed a hill when you have gone to the top without stopping midpoint. No stops. Oh, shit. Okay. Just one stop, and it's fuck. This is supposed to be like a 2.5 to 3 kilometer climb. Look at how high I am. I think I'm past the 2 kilometer mark. Gotta say, this is the hardest climb I have ever done on a bicycle. And I've climbed Mount Evans in the Rockies in Colorado. That's the highest paved road in America that you can go on a bike. And this is harder than that. People actually farm here and live here. Why? I think I made it. To the top. Ddareung. It's a 5-kilometer climb. I think I can do this one without stopping again. I can do the true climb. This is a longer hill, but I think the slope is not as steep. This spike, I mean, the biggest problem is that it only has 3 gears. I don't know what the gear ratio is. I can say they're not really suited to climb up these kind of hills. I can do this. Only 3.2 kilometers left. Almost halfway there. That's good. Haven't stopped yet. What? 2 kilometers. Oh. Okay. Not over there. Over there. That's the top. That tunnel over there. That's the top. I see it. Can't believe I'm actually doing this. I'm almost there.
Capture a sunset, S's Capulet, maintaining the Romeo, called upon terror show, sunlight through trees please, blindness on its knees, blessings come in threes, bargains and guarantees. And how does this lady make me go crazy without even a sound around to pick up the pieces? Sunlight through trees please, blindness on its knees, blessings come in threes, bargains and guarantees.
Kinda just riding blind here. This was meant to be ridden in Seoul. In Seoul, there are absolutely 0 places that will not be lit up, that will be pitch black. You will find, I will give you money if you find a place that is pitch black like this. I'm thinking I came from that mountain over there. So it's actually the earliest I've started on this trip, which is good, which is what I need, because I got a long ways to go. So I don't think I've told you about these stamp centers or whatever you want to call them. So it's actually a very big part of the Seoul to Busan bike course. So every like 20 to 30 kilometers, there's these stamp stations, and normally you would have like this passport kind of like booklet that you can stamp on, like with this stamp authenticating that you have visited this place. When you get all the stamps for this section, I guess you get a trophy or something like that. For me, I'm just doing it on my phone. They have an app. You can see like all throughout the road. I've been getting stamps. It's completely empty. I'm looking for somewhere to eat. I haven't seen a restaurant in like say 40 kilometers. 다 되나요?
오늘 영업이 안 되네요.
아 그래요? 혹시 여기 주변에 식당이 있나요?
그다음에 조금 많이 좀 내려가셔야 돼요.
아 진짜요?
네. 그러니까 10km 정도.
아 10kg요?
네. 혹시 물 필요하면 물 좀 받아가세요.
아 진짜요? 감사합니다. I never knew getting food in Korea was so hard. The owner said it was 10 kilometers away. It's actually 18 kilometers away. Funny story about this personal funny story about this restroom behind me is I actually slept over there with a tent and my bike last year. I ran out of food, so I came out to this road trying to get ramen. Obviously nobody stopped for me. Very boring kind of day. It's a good day because I made a lot of distance, but not a lot to see. I'm eating mosquitoes. Oh. There's like 50 mosquitoes on my t-shirt. I actually plan to wake up at like 6 and then head out at before 7, but I started watching soccer yesterday and ended up sleeping at 1, so I woke up at like 10. It's 10:30 now. I thought yesterday I had tailwind, but apparently that was headwind. Maybe that's why my knees hurt. My left knee is just, it's hurting every time I go a little bit, you know, uphill above the slope. Actually there's a couple of big uphill climbs past this point. I think I'm gonna take detours for all of them. I will have to find a way, and apparently the detour is taking a huge ass highway. It's kind of tiring to be hearing so many cars. I just miss silence. Right now, I'm having trouble going up even the slightest slopes. I don't know, I think I'll have to rest today early because with this knee, I don't think I can go on too much. I need to get out of this place as early as possible tomorrow, so I'm just gonna do some maintenance on this bike. I haven't done any the past 4, 5, 6 days. It's actually quite amazing. I didn't even put air in. Today's my last day. I have about 134-5 kilometers to go, which would be the longest distance I have traveled in a day on a Ddareungi. This hill, it was not meant to be climbed. It was not meant to be climbed. Are you kidding me? So look at that. I came from all the way down there behind those mountains up here. using my memory card, and there was another one here. It dropped on the ground. I don't know where it is. Oh my god. That had all my footage the past like 3 or 4 days. It shouldn't have dropped too far. Like I was right here. 진짜. Oh my god. Okay, let's go. Oh my god. Thank fucking god. Oh. Hey, I'm finally here. Yes! 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 I see Busan and the bridge over there. That's Busan, right? I don't know. Yeah, it is Busan. Oh my god. But this is not it. Not yet. I want to go to where this river meets the sea. That's the very end. I started where Hangang met the sea, so I'm gonna end where this Nakdonggang meets the sea. I'm just turning really cold now. Apparently this jacket, it's not waterproof. In single digits, 9 kilometers to go. There it is. There it is. Just have to cross that. And this is it. Sorry, I can't speak properly. My mouth is literally frozen. This is it. The last kilometer. I just have to cross this bridge, and that'll be my end goal, the finish of this very long trip. I'm in all sorts of pain and agony right now. Ryan is in pain. This has to be one of the most painful, unpleasant moments of my life. I gotta of all the pain right now that I'm feeling, it's so great that I did this. No regrets at all. This is it. I think. Woo! 저 서울이야 서울. 아이고야. 아 감사합니다. We finished 633 kilometers. That's it. Did it. This bike, Ddareungi, bike that you go on picnics. I can't believe I actually did this. Thank you to the Seoul city government for letting me ride the Ddareungi to Busan. When I told them that I wanted to do this, they were very cooperative. And thank you to all those who watched the video so far and supported me. And yeah, I'm never gonna do this again, probably. But it was a very, very fun experience.